Hey guys, what's up? It's Maddie here, and welcome to my 33-week pregnancy update. And I cannot believe we're already to 33 weeks. I have a few new symptoms for you and stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and get into it. I am 33 weeks pregnant and 2 days, which is pretty exciting. I had a doctor's appointment last Thursday, so I thought I'd talk about that a little, which will lead to new things to kind of discuss. As far as symptoms, I've been having heartburn, and the difference with my heartburn lately has definitely been I can have it every day at random times, whereas before my heartburn was more, it would depend on the day and I'd have it all day, whereas now sometimes I can get it occasionally any day of the week, which stinks, but I mean, hey, it's a part of pregnancy, right? Other than that, a big symptom has definitely been I'm out of breath a lot. I have to catch my breath. I can't talk for as long, or when I'm doing something and I'm standing up and doing something for like an hour or 2 hours, I have to sit down. And even if I'm not doing something really active, I just need to take a deep breath and because I hate running out of breath when I have like none left in me. I can't stand it. Other than that, I still have the hormonal pimples. I can't help it. I think it definitely is a thing with this pregnancy because I never used to break out this bad. Which is funny because I'm having a boy, and they say with girls, they're supposed to take your beauty, but I'm having a boy and I still have bad acne. Other than that, I don't think there's much going on, really. I mean, I'm getting bigger. Slowly and surely, I can definitely tell that I'm getting bigger and that he's getting bigger. I feel like I'm running out of room in there, even though I know he's supposed to be in there for another like 6 weeks and 5 days or something like that. And he's gonna grow like, I think it's around a half a pound a week till the last 3 weeks or something like that, and then he doesn't gain as much. I'm not sure exactly how it goes, because you know, every book, every app all tells you a different weight, a different size, a different anything. So yeah, those are all the symptoms for me. Let's discuss what the baby is growing up to at this point, and then I'll kind of talk over my doctor's appointment because, I mean, it's kind of important, not anything like critical, but let's just get into it. He is the size of a honeydew melon, so he's about 19 inches long, which is crazy because some kids come out that size. So he could be already the size of which he will be born at, or he could grow even longer. And he's about 4.5 pounds, which he was only 3.9 last week, 4.5 this week, and it's crazy to think that he is growing at this rate. Whereas the first 20 weeks, or the first 19 weeks when I went to my anatomy check, he was only they say give or take 2 or 3 ounces, and he was 11 ounces. 11, and it took 19 weeks to gain to 11 ounces, but now he's gaining a half a pound, and I can definitely tell that he's gaining. Let's just kind of read over what the app has to say about him. They say you're about a half a week. I already kind of discussed that. And they could grow another full inch this week. And with the baby inside the uterus, my amniotic fluid level has maxed out, which can explain why at this point you can feel pokes and kicks really sharp these days because there's less fluid to cushion the blows. And then all else it says is antibodies are being passed from you to your little one as she continues to develop her own, it says her, I'm having a boy, but I just read it the way it is in here, fetal immune system, which will come in handy once they're outside of the womb. Oh, and I almost forgot symptoms. I almost forgot to mention this because I was going to talk about this. I, every night, get up. It's really funny because I figured it'd change a little, but it's almost like clockwork. For the past week, every night I've gotten up twice to go pee. So I will go to pee before I go to bed. I will wake up and go pee. I will wake up and go pee, and then when I get up in the morning, I have to go pee. And I'm not kidding, like the time from the second pee to when I wake up in the morning and have to go pee could be an hour, 2, 3, 4. It all depends. They're not always the same time, but I have noticed that a time that I always get up, which I'm not aware if it's like my second or first pee of the night, is around 5 a.m. And I've been getting up around 9 a.m. in the morning lately. That's just been what time I get up officially for the day. I can't sleep anymore because of my hip pain, which I didn't want to mention for symptoms because, I mean, I guess we're all getting really tired of hearing about my hip pain. It's crazy how much hip pain I have. So doctor's appointment. I wanted to discuss weight gain with you guys, how much I've gained so far. Something they told me, and then I will end with a belly shot with you guys because I plan to do a belly shot every week until I give birth, and then when I give birth, I plan to do a shot of my son. Hopefully I can do a birth vlog. Wanted to throw that out there. I know I couldn't do one of these vlogs. I know I couldn't do a baby shower vlog, but there won't be as many people in the delivery area room until after I give birth, so I think it'll be a little easier. Alright, doctor's appointment. I'm going to stop going off on all these tangents. Okay, so I went into the doctor's, and obviously, with being pregnant, you go to the bathroom every time. Went to the bathroom, waited for me to get called. I got called back, and they weighed me. And I have so far, I gained about 3 pounds from my last appointment, which was 2 weeks ago. So it's 3 pounds in 2 weeks, not too bad. And I'm about at a total weight gain of 9 pounds. Now, the appointment before that, I had evened out. I didn't gain any weight. I think I lost like 0.2 pounds, but I don't consider that any loss. I just didn't gain any weight. So, from the course of around, I'm trying to think timing in my head from which weeks. So, from the course around 28 weeks when I got my, the gestational diabetes drink and I had to wait an hour. From about 26 weeks or 24 weeks because it was during that time that I gained the weight. So from about 24 weeks to now 33 weeks, so far I've gained 9 pounds in total in about 10 weeks, I would say. And I keep evening out at some appointments I gain, sometimes I lose a little. I'm not very consistent with my weight gain. My doctor told me she was my nurse was very happy with my weight gain, that I was fluctuating. She doesn't mind that I'm going up and down. And even if I go up from this point on, she's very happy with the low weight gain that I gain every 2 weeks so far. And I'm hoping that I'm not going to jinx myself, knock on wood, that I will be able to keep up this healthier weight gain. But as I want to remind you, I have lost 20 pounds. So technically, I'm still at a negative 11 from when I started before I was pregnant. So those are all good things. But yeah, that's just kind of a little background on my weight gain, because I don't think I talk about it much. I'm kind of ashamed that I gain any weight, which I really shouldn't, because I mean, if you think about it, like they said, my amniotic fluid is maxed out. He's weighing 4 pounds. I should be gaining some sort of weight, you know? Alright, now as for heartbeat and everything, he was good. Everything was fine. They found it below my belly button in the middle more, so I think he's more head down. Obviously, it doesn't have to be, he doesn't have to be head down at this point. He still has time to turn if he was. But they always find his heartbeat lower, so that means he's head down, and he's been that way actually for most of my pregnancy, to be honest. But they measured my belly, and I'm measuring, you have to remember it was 32 weeks when I went, so I'm measuring at 33 weeks, which is not too bad. I'm only measuring a few days ahead, like 3 or 4 days ahead. But my nurse wanted to go ahead and do a growth ultrasound for me. So tomorrow, they literally scheduled this a week after my appointment. So I have an appointment for an ultrasound to make sure he's growing okay tomorrow at my hospital that I'll be giving birth at 2 p.m. It'll be June 11th. That'll be the day. So the day after I put this up, because I put this up right away. So I will be going and having a growth ultrasound. What that entails, I'm not sure. I've been a little nervous. Like, I wanted to be really honest at this point with this. I've been very nervous about going to get a growth ultrasound and what that means. Because at one point, one nurse, I had asked if I would ever get an ultrasound again. And one nurse told me, as long as you have a healthy pregnancy, you won't get another ultrasound. Now, I don't know if she meant it in the way that I'm taking it. Like, oh my god, I'm having a growth ultrasound. Is he doing okay? I mean, they say his heart rate's good, which at this point, as long as he's measuring within the timing, which he is, I mean, I'm only measuring 3 or 4 days ahead, and the heartbeat's good, which it is. Those are really all that they check on the baby around this time. Well, so I've been a little nervous, and I don't know what, my family just says, just think that you get to see him again and don't think about all the bad things, but you know, it's kind of hard when it comes to my son. he's inside there and there's not much I can do to check on him, to ask him how he's doing. It's just kind of like, you just kind of go on day by day. So I'm really hoping for good news. And if I would have never heard that from the nurse, I probably wouldn't be as nervous. And she may not have even meant it in the way of like a growth ultrasound, but more as in, as long as I didn't have any protein in my urine and I didn't get gestational diabetes, that I wouldn't have another ultrasound. But, I mean, just the way she said it, it kind of made me a little nervous. So I would recommend, if someone says something along those lines to you, to just talk to them about it. Or if you ever feel nervous, literally just talk to your nurse practitioner about it. That's what I do. I love my nurse practitioner. She is super sweet. She's very hands-on with my conversation and my talking and my endless questions that I may have. If you have that closeness with your doctor, if you've seen an actual doctor or a nurse practitioner, I really recommend you just talk to them about your feelings. But I have that tomorrow, and while I am nervous, I am super excited because I have not seen my little boy since 19 weeks, and that was 3 months ago. I am now 33 weeks pregnant, and I have not seen any features of him. At 19 weeks, I don't remember talking about this much. I'm sorry if this is a really long video. I don't remember talking about this much, but he wouldn't move very much. He was very, I mean, his heartbeat was beating fine, but he's stuck in one spot, and he was like, I'm not moving. He didn't really like suck his thumb, move his legs much. He literally just kind of laid there. And at that time, I could not feel him move from inside yet. No one could feel him move because I didn't feel him move till like 22, 23 weeks. So now I can feel him move, and I'm kind of excited for this ultrasound because I get to see everything, and I feel like there will be more development, more facial features. I don't know if they'll end up doing a 3D. They probably won't, but if they did, I would probably be ecstatic about it. But I will definitely, maybe I'll make my Friday video just talking about my growth ultrasound appointment for you guys, or maybe I'll just mention it in my 34-week update, what is kind of going on and why they did it, and if they have any growing concerns about any body part that he has. But until then, I think I'm going to go because this video is crazy long and I don't want you guys to have to just watch a video of me rambling. So I will see you later, alligator.